This is Solo P1. Welcome to the Belgian Grand Prix live reaction. That's it then. That's the end of the first part of the season. The first part of the season is wrapped. It's done. And I don't know about you. I don't know about you, but I am glad. I am glad. This season, look, I don't care. I said this at the beginning of the weekend. At the beginning of the weekend, Max can be at the back of the track. He's still gonna win. He could start from London City, right in the middle of London City, where Big Ben is. Still gonna win the race. You could start that car from Egypt, still gonna win the race. You could start that car from Mexico City, still gonna win the race. You get my point. This season is becoming, listen, it's not becoming, it is boring. It is boring. Very simple. I don't care who you support. You can support Ferrari. Look, it's not just Mercedes fans, Ferrari fans, Williams fans, McLaren fans. It's becoming boring. The commentators only can really make it exciting as much as they can. You see Crafty coming on there, trying his best. Crafty, to try and make this weekend exciting the way he does his commentary. He tries his best. The commentators try his best. Brundle tries his best, but what it boils down to, this season is rubbish so far. Rubbish. But this is what they wanted. This is what they wanted. Red Bull cheats. They get a penalty. What does it really affect them? They're talking about penalties now. They're talking about, wind tunnel time. We're going to have reduced wind tunnel time. Even if you take off the entire wind tunnel time for Red Bull, they're still going to win. That car's already been laid out. They cheated. They got punished, but not really a punishment. And it's ready to go for the next couple of years. And all people keep saying is, you know what? It's because of the other teams ain't caught up. Listen, they overspent. To me, they overspent more than you thought, than we think. Red Bull has overspent more than we think. They're just putting out a number there. FIA, you know, FIA and Red Bull had in bed together. And it's showing now. It's showing now. Perfect example. Checo Perez. Their car's supposed to be equal. Really? Equal? That's why Max Verstappen won the race by about 20 plus seconds. How is that impossible? I mean, how is that possible? How? He had some geek come online and say to me, because Max's got a better driver, a better car. No! That's not the reason. There's two reasons why this is happening. It's either in Perez's contract to slow down for Max Verstappen until Max Verstappen wins the world title. That's probably in his contract. Or the other is that Checo's car is not as fast as Max. Maybe Max's car is faster. Maybe they got the upgrades in that car, what makes that car that give him that extra edge. Because there's no way your teammate is going to beat you by 20 plus seconds in the same car if the cars are equal. But you got these fans are coming on Twitter, clueless fans, clueless, absolutely clueless. Yeah, clueless. I've said it all along. Perfect example. When the race finished today, they had, I think it was Ted, went into the crowd, started talking to the fans. Some stupid geek had a Mercedes top, Mercedes shirt, Mercedes chain, everything Mercedes. Who you rooting for? Max Verstappen. There you go. Perfect example, Max Verstappen. So why don't you buy a Red Bull t-shirt, geek? Buy a Red Bull hat, geek. No. How did you start? They asked him, how did you start watching F1? When did you start watching F1? When Drive to Survive come out. There you go. Perfect example. There you go. Drive to Survive. I've been saying from day one, all these stupid geek new fans who know zero about Formula One. Zero. They started watching Formula One because they saw Drive to Survive. That's it. They watch Drive to Survive. They go on Google. They're experts on Formula One. Imagine if I went into a Liverpool ground, because I support Liverpool, by the way. Imagine if I went to Anfield and I wore a Man United top. And your Man United shorts, Man United socks. Who do you support? I support Liverpool. So why are you wearing a Man United top? Same thing for this little geek at the Formula One. Wears a Mercedes top, wears Mercedes shorts, wears a Mercedes hat. He's actually got a Mercedes flag. It's got Lewis on there. So are you rooting for Lewis? No, Max. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Anyway, all weekend, I've been doing this on my own all weekend, but we're back. Toto's back. Toto, ABBA! There you go.
Yeah, man.
He's back. Toto is back. And what you're doing, I'm gonna take the camera for 1 second because I need to put some more lights in on. Keep talking. How you doing, bro? I can still hear you.
Yeah, man. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Had a couple of days off. Just been doing stuff, some karting and all that. But you know, but I've got a karting next week. But look, I'm back, man. And look, I'm gonna say how I've been good. Taking some time off. Put myself to myself, and you know that's what I've been doing. Been looking at for the football news. But this is not a football video; it's a Formula One video, and I'm feeling good, man. I'm good. But this race just it's the season's over, man. There's no point watching F1. If people start watching Formula One from now, I don't blame them, you know, because it's just Red Bull.
Done. Season's
Red Bull's
done.
It's too. Red Bull's too powerful, man. They're too quick.
Done.
Verstappen might win every single race towards the end of the season.
I
Perez
reckon
might get one.
No, wait, they're gonna wait until They're gonna wait until he breaks that record, which is I think it's held by Vettel and someone else. The wins in a row. They'll wait till he breaks the record, then that'll be it. They'll throw Checo a bone. They'll say, Perez, do you want some more? Throw him a bone. There you go. You can have your little win at Mexico. That's all you're getting. But it's all about Max Verstappen. That's why you should have saw this geek. Should have saw this geek on the TV today. He had a Mercedes t-shirt, a Mercedes t-shirt, a Mercedes short, Mercedes flag. Who do you support? I want Max to win. There you go. New Jenner fans, clueless. Imagine if I went into, I just said, imagine if I went into Old Trafford. I'm a Liverpool fan and I know you're a Liverpool fan. We do Liverpool reviews on this video. Imagine if I went into, imagine if I went into Anfield and I had a Man United top. I'm not going to say I support Liverpool, am I?
No.
I'm just saying, you go into Anfield. No, you go into Anfield and you've got a Man United top on. You presume that you're a Man United fan. Nah, I support Liverpool, but I'm wearing a Man United top. That's what this geek was doing today. And he weren't young. He knew what he was doing. He was a teenager. He weren't that young. He was about 18, 19. He had Mercedes t-shirt, Mercedes hat, and Ted was there. And Ted said, "Oh yeah, you're rooting for Lewis, aren't you?" Nah, Max. And even Ted looked at him and said, no, it weren't Ted, it was Martin Brundle. Even Martin Brundle looked at him and said, "You're a strange kid, ain't you? So why aren't you wearing a Red Bull top?" Anyway, and I said, how did you start watching Formula One? There you go, Drive to Survive. Clueless imbeciles.
Mostly half of the fan base now.
Yeah, absolutely clueless. So, we're going to... So what did you think of the race?
Me,
I don't even need to look at my notes. What's the point? Go on.
Oh no, I didn't even note anything down. Because all you can take out the race, Max won, Russell had a good race, Hamilton got fastest lap.
I don't think, yeah.
Sainz
1 point behind. He's 1 point behind Finger now, isn't he? He's 1 point
Alonso,
behind
yeah.
Alonso. Let's
So,
do
look,
this how it finished.
What I think about the race was boring. It was hard to watch. It was just, it's not Formula One like it was in 2014-15 when you had Hamilton, Rosberg, 18, Hamilton, Vettel, and you had a little rivalry between Hamilton and Bottas. Them rivalries were just made Formula One. Not even just a rivalry, the teams are below. It's just Formula One, not the same anymore. No one's rivaling with Verstappen. Let's face it, there's no rivalries now.
Not of his own
Verstappen
teammates, but they're still saying they got the same cars. The kid, this stupid geek, Max Verstappen, is winning the race by 20 plus seconds, but some idiot on Twitter is saying to us, they're in the same car.
Oh, no.
It's just Checo's not a good driver. You stupid geek. Stupid geek. I just had to I had to retort and say, stick to going around in circles in your car. American he was. I said, go stick to going around in circles because you know nothing about Formula One. Very simple. These are the people that I deal with every day on Twitter. It's the stupidity. They think they can come into my domain of Formula One and tell me about Formula One because they watched Drive to Survive for 2 years. Yeah, and wear a Mercedes top and a hat, but still supports Max Verstappen.
Unbelievable.
What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? I'm looking at this race. It started, Feel sorry for Oscar Piastri. Still, he's a future Formula One champion. I think. I think the occasion got the better of him. He got caught at that beginning. He broke. I think he broke it. He got a DNF straight away. He got caught out at the beginning. So did Sainz. Sainz got caught out as well, locked up at the beginning, damaged his car. I thought he was going to hit Hamilton at one time. Hamilton was on the outside. He got 5% aero damage to his car. That was Sainz. He was out of the race, basically. I don't know. Listen, I just don't understand why Ferrari didn't retire that car in the second lap. They come out and said you got 5% aero damage to Sainz. Why was Sainz left out and killed the engine? That could have came in. All right, listen, at the end of the day, he didn't finish in the points. He retired. I think he was on the 20th lap. He retired. He should have retired on the second lap. So there was 18 laps unnecessarily. Unnecessarily that he went on that car. The car was finished. Once your car gets 5% aero damage, it is game over.
On the side of his car, he had damage as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It was 5% aero damage. 5% aero damage, that's what they said. 5% aero damage on the balance of the car, which we'll talk about on Tuesday on the debrief. But it was game over. So why would Ferrari leave out Sainz? The DRS, look, lap 6. Lap 6. Perez got passed. No, Max passed Lewis on lap 6. But you know what's funny? We all knew that Max was going to pass Lewis. Lewis said that Max is going to pass Lewis when he got interviewed yesterday. What's going to happen? I'm going to come out and about 5-6 laps in, Max will just drive past me and that'll be the end of it. He's telling everyone that Max is going to pass him in the race.
Yeah.
He's telling everyone, but this is after qualifying. So basically, he come out and said, look, he's going to pass me anyway. Lap 6, Max passed him and it was on the DRS. But I forgot to mention that on the TV. Here's Brundle. Oh, what an amazing move. He went past Lewis on the perfect time. He put his car down the inside. No! He passed him on the DRS. We all know that when Red Bull's on the DRS, what happens? It's like a rocket ship on the DRS.
They got the fastest DRS on the grid.
Zero skill. It didn't pass him on the corner. It didn't pass him on no angle. He done it on that straight. Just like he passed Charles on the same straight. And even Naomi Shifter's saying, oh, come on, it was on the straight. And there's Brundle. Yeah, but it's the way he done it though, isn't it? No, Brundle. It passed him because he had the DRS. But they didn't mention that in the commentary. They just said, oh, look how he passed Lewis. Absolutely amazing. No, it wasn't amazing. It had passed him on the straight, standard DRS. But when he passed Charles, it was on the DRS. It passed Charles on the same straight as he passed Lewis Hamilton. But when he passed Lewis Hamilton, oh, what amazing move by Max Verstappen. But when he passed Charles, what did they say? The same straight? It was just DRS. Come on, guys. Yeah. You're just going to get your crap together, man. Come on. So, What do you think of Science? The situation with Science when he damaged his car. What do you think, Toto? I'm gonna ask you now.
Yeah,
I gotta quiet because I've had too
another,
much coffee.
another dumb move by Ferrari, man. And look, I don't know how it happened to him because he had aero damage, and then some of the side of his car it was near the radiator, so that's what caused him to lose performance.
Yeah,
and he lost position to Sargent, he lost position to Sonoda, he lost position to Joe.
Yeah.
They were the three that was behind him in the race, and he had radiator problems as well because where his car had the hole in, he had radiator problems, and plus, even though he came into the pit lane, he came in but didn't change his nose. So I don't know what was Ferrari doing. Just tyres weren't a problem in this case because it was only lap 20. It was on a medium tyre, so medium tyres could go longer than lap 20. But I think Sainz, I don't know what Ferrari was doing. I think Sainz just pulled himself into the pit lane and retired the car because I just don't know why it's saved the engine at least, man. Because I don't know why Ferrari left him out. They were the sitting duck all race, and when he pitted, he came out.
Yeah, I remember.
When he came out. Yeah.
Now, come on, carry on. I was just looking at something on here.
Yeah, I was going to say, when he pitted, he came out last place and he stayed last place. And then, I don't know why he stayed out after that.
What was baffling to me, I remember I was sitting down doing my notes. I didn't even really want to do my notes because we all knew what was going to happen in the end. Lewis told us yesterday, I'm going to be driving and Max is going to drive past me. He's basically telling us what's going to happen. I don't remember the last time I saw any driver in Formula One actually say after qualifying what the driver with the fastest car is going to do. I don't understand. So I saw lap 8, I was doing my notes, and I actually put in my notes when Sainz came in, Sainz retirement. I thought, okay, then, yeah, that's what I thought. You'd think he's losing positions to Williams, he's losing positions to Alpine, he's losing positions to everybody. He would lose positions to a 1980s Mini at this point. So you think at lap 8, when he comes in, he's going to go, oh, yeah, lap 8. I'll put in my notes. Here's me in my notes. There you go. Retirement. What happens? They send him back out. They put the medium tyres on and send him back out. Why? He weren't going to get no points. So what you should save your engine. You should save your engine, but they didn't. It's Ferrari, and it's no Ferrari. We know how Ferrari is. So lap 13, Hamilton pitted on the medium tyres. I thought that was a good. Pick by Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton done his best. He done it, and straight after the lap after lap 14, Charles pits to cover off Lewis. When Lewis came out in front of Charles, now behind Charles, it was a little bit closer. I thought Lewis was going to catch him, but it seemed like today. I don't know if it's Toto, but it seemed like today that Mercedes had no straight line speed, and the way Toto was talking yesterday that they had a good car. After the race, his rhetoric was different, but before the race, he was saying we got a good car. That's my opinion. When I was watching the race, it seemed like Mercedes had no straight line speed. You know, I'm asking, what do you think?
It did because, of course, when you compare Mercedes to the Red Bull on that straight, where Red Bull...
No, but he couldn't even catch a Ferrari.
I know. That's why he picked for the fastest lap at the end. Because one lap was doing, I think Leclerc was doing a 52.2.
Yeah.
And then Hamilton did a 52.1. So Hamilton was lapping a second quicker. But every time when they got to the Mir Rouge and the Kemmel straight, he just losing speed when you're going them straight through the no name corner. That's a corner. So like during Mir Rouge and Kemmel straight, there where the fast bends, where the straights are, he was always losing time there. And even though he was lapping a second quicker, just the straights is where he lost out to Leclerc. So look, Mercedes, I think tracks like Hungary suit them, but every time when it comes to like tracks like, say, this Belgium for an example, the last speed, and every time on the straights, it was just sitting duck on the straights. I think when he came out the pit lane, Stroll was behind him. Stroll was even catching him on the straight.
Yeah.
Not as much as Red Bull, but still Stroll was close to him on the straight. I think that's when he pitted him through after his first stint, when Stroll was catching him on the straight. But you can see that the big difference between Mercedes and Ferrari. The only thing Ferrari's got above Mercedes.
You know what it seemed like to me? Go on, carry on.
Nah, that's the end of my sentence.
Oh, What it seems like to me, yeah, is track specific. It's like the last two races, McLaren have been there. They've been top notch. This weekend they fell away. Mercedes, I haven't saw Ferrari in a competitive position for a long time. They've been always 6th and 7th. Ferrari, look at the points. The points don't lie. The constructors' points don't lie. The drivers' points don't lie. It's always been first. It was like Aston Martin at the beginning. Then Mercedes has always been thereabout. There's one thing I'll say about Mercedes. At least Mercedes has been consistent. They haven't really gone down. They've just gone up and have stayed there. Aston Martin at the beginning, absolutely amazing. Look how good Aston Martin was. They're nowhere now. Ferrari are nowhere for months, and all of a sudden they have a good race. McLaren comes into they was good for a couple of races. They've gone back a bit. That's one thing I'll say about Mercedes. Mercedes have been consistent.
Like top 5.
Always.
Always top 5.
Always. And that's one thing I'll say about Mercedes, which is kind of a positive in that way. If you want to try and find a positive, if you're one of these people going to try and find positives, yeah, you can use that. You can use that as a positive. But what it boils down to, yeah, there's a lot of work to do by Mercedes. There's a lot of work to do by Ferrari. There's a lot of work to do by McLaren if you want to catch Red Bull. For me, Red Bull could win every single race this year. I don't expect it to happen somehow. The only way it's not going to happen if there's a DNF. But everything goes out as normal. I think it's going to be working out good, in my opinion. So we're going to move on. So at the end, it was inevitable that Checo was going to get passed when he was in front. Max just went past him so easy. There's no one going to tell me ever that they're in the same equal cars. I said at the beginning, there's two factors. One, they've told in Checo's contract, they've said you've got to slow down for Lewis. No, you've got to slow down for Max until Max has won the title. Two, the other scenario is that Max's setup and car has got a competitive advantage over Checo's car. They're the only two scenarios, in my opinion. So I might have to...
Yeah, they're good scenarios as well.
Yeah. So, that's the end of it, man, really. The race day, Max wins. I thought Russell was good. I'm on red at the moment. I thought Russell was good. He done Russell the one stop. Good, yeah. He made the one stop last. He made the medium tires last to the 20 plus laps, which was good. And good for Russell, man. Let me just do the finish, how it finished. I'm on red at the moment. That means, yeah, it's back to green now. It's good. So, it finished. This is how it finished with the race day. Max Verstappen was 1. Perez 2. Charles 3. 4th, Hamilton. 5th place, Alonso. 6th place, George Russell. George Russell done well. 7th place, Lando Norris. 8th place, Esteban Ocon. 9th place, Stroll. 10th place, Tsunoda. 11th place, Pierre Gasly. 12th place, Valtteri Bottas. 13th place, Juan Zhou. 14th place, Albon. 15th place, Magnussen. 16th place, Daniel Ricciardo. 17th place, Logan Sargent. 18th place, Nico Hülkenberg. 19th place, Sainz. And 20th place, Asker Piastri. Tsunoda getting a point, showing Daniel Ricciardo I'm still the main driver. A lot of people saying that Ricciardo is the main driver. He's the team leader. I think Tsunoda's got something to say about that. He finished 10th place, so we got the last remaining points. And Daniel Ricciardo, where did Ricciardo finish? In 16th place. So, no, he can be the team leader. It's all about getting points, and Tsunoda's getting the points. But we'll see what happens, how that relationship develops through the remaining of the season. I think Ricciardo's going to come back stronger after the summer break, because they're going to have... I know there's no Formula 1 for 4 weeks, but I think the engineers and the mechanics are allowed back in the garage after 2 weeks. I think it's something like that. But the garage will be closed for 2 weeks solid. They will be closed. And that's how it goes. So that's the end of the live reaction. This is how the new format's going to be at the moment now. After the summer break, I said this at the beginning of the season, but for the new subscribers, for the new watchers, if you're watching this is how it's going to be. At the beginning of the season, I said, right, we're going to do Formula 1, we're going to do qualifying, we're going to do race, and we're going to do debrief. No more qualifying now, because the football season is going to be starting. When we come back after the summer break, the football season is going to be started, and a lot of Liverpool games are going to be played on Saturday. So there's going to be no qualifying now. The way we're going to do it, we're going to have We're still going to do the virtual watch-alongs because I don't have to be here to do them. I can just let that go and then you can still watch them. But we're not going to be doing qualifying videos anymore. We're going to be doing a wrap-up of the weekend. So if you have qualifying on a Friday, we have race on a Sunday, and Sunday evening, we're going to be doing the entire weekend, the weekend wrap-up. So basically, we're going to be talking about qualifying and race day on the Sunday. So we'll do 15 minutes of qualifying, and then we're going to be talking about 15 minutes of race day, and that'll be on Sunday evening. So there's going to be no more Saturday qualifying videos because it's going to be too much because the football season's starting. And that's how it's going to go. We're still going to do the debrief. The debrief will be on Monday or Tuesday. Monday or Tuesday, that's only 10-minute video, but there's going to be no more qualifying because the football season starting. It's just going to be too much. If the audience was there and the views are there, I would think about it, but they're not there. So I'm going to be doing the roundup, the wrap up of the weekend on the Sunday evening. So we're going to be talking about qualifying and race day on a Sunday. So basically, qualifying race day review in one. That's the simple as I can put it. And then Monday or Tuesday will be the debrief. But the football season started soon. Later on, if you're watching this, I'm going to be doing a watch along of the Liverpool game versus Leicester, which I missed. I'm going to be watching that and doing a watch along. I've put the messages in the WhatsApp group, so if you're watching this, you can come and watch it with me. I know there's a few people going to be joining me later, so we can do that. But that's it, man. That's the end of the weekend. We're still going to do videos. Still going to be live. We're still going to be doing our football thing. Still going to be doing Flaming Tarmac, which hopefully I'll be doing one next week. But everything's still the same. It's the fact that there's going to be no qualifying videos. It's going to qualifying. It's getting moved to Sunday with the race, and we'll do it in one. So it's simple. So that's it, man. Toto, ABBA! That's it, man. Hopefully Mercedes can come back and after the summer break, which I very much doubt it. But that's the end of it, man. You got anything to say before we go, Toto?
Yeah, man. I'm just saying, I'm going to say stuff on my channel. Your thumbnails are good, man. They're getting better. The thumbnails are good. I've checked a few of them out there. They are good thumbnails.
Nice one, bro.
And plus, yeah, man, I think last couple of weeks ago, I was on a 220 mark, 222
mark. Oh, yeah,
mark.
your subscribers have gone up.
It's on.
You froze. You froze.
Both gaining subs.
Yeah.
And now I'm on 237. I'm happy, man. Let's get to that 240 mark.
Yeah,
Let's
all the hard work from Solo P1.
Yeah, man. All the credit the thumbnails go to you, man. They're good, really good thumbnails.
Because what I'm doing videos. Whoever's watching what we're talking about, we do videos, and sometimes Toto ain't got access to do all the stuff, so I'm doing all the thumbnails for him, linking him up, make sure he gets the views, because that's what it's about. I want Toto to get the views as well. Even if I get 20 views in a video, Toto, I want. Even if I get 20 videos, sometimes I've done all the thumbnails and we've done videos, and Toto will get like 60 views, I'll get 20. But it doesn't matter, I want it to go because I've already got nearly 1,500 subscribers. I want to get to 2,000 by the end of the year, I really do. But it's hard, man. But I'll still keep pushing, never going to give up. But before we go, like the video, it's essential. I looked at my algorithm yesterday on YouTube. 75% of my audience are not subscribed. Hit the like and subscribe. It's essential for me, for us to grow. The 75% of the audience are not subscribed or watching. I don't understand. Hit the subscribe, hit the like. It's free. It's free, man. So I'm signing out. There's the QR code, Solo P1 QR code. There's Toto Hammer's QR code. Scan it. All our socials on there. If you want to buy us a coffee, buy it there. You're not obligated to do it, but it's there if you wanted to. There's our logos. I'm off. See you later, guys. See you after the summer break. But I will be doing videos anyway through the summer break. See you later, guys. Enjoy your summer. Love you guys. Just big up, man. Just stay positive. Yeah, see you later, guys. Want to say bye last?
Yeah, bye everyone. Thanks for joining.